to a new video. So today's video is going to be what I actually eat at university. So I've just done a massive shop at my local Aldi. My parents took me in the car and I picked up so much stuff, but I only spent, well, I spent £60, which normally my weekly shop would be about 20, but I bought so much that it's going to last me for ages. So I'm just going to go through everything that I've got. I mean, it's going to take a while, but I'll try and do it as quickly and succinctly as I can. So I'm going to start off with all the like carby bits, so like the filler bits of my meals. So first thing I picked up was the quinoa, pumpkin and sunflower seed whole grain basmati rice. So I picked that up to go with like some vegetables or like as a stir fry or something. And I actually picked up a whole grain wild and red rice as well in the same packet, because these are so easy. I definitely recommend these kind of packets because they only take 2 minutes, and they actually serve me 2 portions if I'm doing it for like a lunch style thing. Also, I got another one, just a classic whole grain rice. I got quite a few of these because my mum was buying the shop, so I thought if I got loads of stuff I could just keep it in there for later weeks and stuff. Also, this is just another one I've had left over from a while back, but I have the Tesco basmati rice, so that's another one. So that's got 4 packets of rice, so this will last me probably like 2 to 3 weeks with all those rices. Next thing I got, I've not actually tried these before, is a ready to wok whole wheat noodles. So there's actually 2 packets in here, so 2 servings. These are actually super good and handy because you just put these in the wok straight away and they're ready in 1 to 2 minutes as well. So that's another quick easy meal for like if your lecture's quite late or something. So yeah, that's definitely handy to have. Also from another shop I did previously, I got some potatoes, so just like the Tesco salad potatoes. So these are really cheap and I just think they're so handy to have for like basic salads for like the evening or to have with fish or something. I think they're really handy. So next is actually these quite cool things I saw. So there's black bean spaghetti, which is organic, and edamame and mung bean fettuccine, which is also organic. So these are really cute little packaging. This one too. So I was thinking I could have these with like just some fish or with some vegetables or something as like an alternative to the noodles or the rice. So I got those, which I'm really excited to try actually. Next thing I got is super soft seeded wraps. So I thought these would be good with tuna mayo for lunch to take to uni, or I could even have these with like vegetables and stuff and beans, like a Hiiiii type style thing for dinner. So yeah, I got those. And then bread wise, I like to have egg on toast for breakfast most days or porridge. So I got this farmhouse bread, which is just a multi-grain loaf with different seasoning. So yeah, I got that. I'm trying to get like more whole wheat and more like seeded things and things higher in protein, because basically I go to the gym quite often. I go to the gym about 5-6 times a week, but I don't really get that much protein in because I don't eat meat. I just think it's really good for the environment to limit your amount of meat. So that's what I try and do. But I mean, sometimes I do eat it, but only because my parents, if they're cooking a meal, I don't want to be rude and be like, I'm not going to eat that. So I will eat it. But other than that, I personally wouldn't choose it myself, if you get what I mean.
Moving on to vegetables, I suppose.
So I got these bananas. I've got a pack of 5 bananas. I think this is so cheap. I think these were like £1 or something for 5, which is good because I have these on top of porridge. I have them even on toast. I just love bananas. Next I've got a pack of 3 courgettes. So I love courgettes. I think they're great in stir fries to go with my rice and my noodles. I think they're good, like I eat them raw, like I just love them. Next I've got mushrooms. So I love mushrooms as well. I put them with everything and they're an amazing source of like vitamin D, and they're so healthy. Like they're really good to add into your food. and they're a good filler. Like they're literally water pretty much, but they are quite filling, so I find them really handy when I'm trying to like cut down on how much I'm eating. Next I've got some peppers, so I find peppers super handy also to put in stir fries with the courgette. They're just easy things to put in that fill you up, and just like bulk out your meals, make it more colourful. Then I've got some tomatoes. I think I've got more tomatoes as well, actually. I eat tomatoes so quickly. And also got some garlic, because for those people who know me, I love garlic. Garlic is my favourite thing in the world. My boyfriend hates it. He gets very angry at me because I always smell of garlic, but you can't go wrong. Like, next I've got just a quick salad to throw together with maybe a wrap for lunchtime or to have as a snack or something. Like, I just like having salad leaves to just add a bit of something to my meals. I also got an aubergine, which I really like roasted, so I like kind of slice it up quite thinly and put it in the oven with some peppers or some feta, and that's such a nice meal. Also, I've had it like glazed before with like balsamic vinegar, and you can fry it. It's a really versatile thing, and it's quite filling as well. And then I got some sweet potatoes. So these are a must. Like, I love jacket potatoes as well, actually, but sweet potatoes are like really good for you. Like, they are just, I don't know, they're just so yummy. Like, you can roast them, you can mash them, you can fry them, you can put them with like butternut squash, with literally anything. They're just so tasty. So I definitely recommend getting a bag of sweet potatoes. I think they're like £1 maybe. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that. And I know I'm going through this like super quick, but it's because I've got so much stuff and I don't want to bore people with like all the calories and stuff and how much everything was. But if you guys would prefer me to do that, then let me know. But I thought I'd just run through my shop quite quickly to get it out of the way so you guys don't get too bored. Onto some fruit. I've got some fresh raspberries. So I actually have got a big bag of frozen ones too, but I like the fresh ones to go with my yoghurt, and the frozen ones I prefer in my smoothies and stuff. So I got those, and then I got 2 packets of blueberries, because blueberries are my favourite thing ever. Like, I just love them. Like, they're so nice. I put them with yogurt, I have them on their own, I have them frozen, and then warm them up in the microwave, because it's cheaper to buy them frozen actually. But these are only 97p from Tesco and from Aldi actually, so Aldi's not always much cheaper, but they do look a lot nicer actually from Aldi. So the Tesco ones can be quite small because they're trying to persuade you to buy them more expensive ones. So I actually did find a couple more like carby things. So I found this tortellini. This is the ricotta and spinach. I actually love these. I do buy these from Tesco normally. I normally get the one that is also a similar price. I think it's about 97p from Tesco, and it's so tasty. And I also just found that I got this Thai brown, black and red rice. So this actually does take 25 minutes to cook, hence I buy the packets. But if I've got something in the oven that takes 20 minutes, so I might as well put this on, because I think this rice is a lot cheaper than buying the packets. But I just thought it looked cool, that's why I got it, because it's black, red and brown. It's a little bit different to normal. On to the basic things. So I got peeled plum tomatoes. My mum didn't pick up the chopped ones, which is kind of a bummer. There we go. So yeah, I got 3 tins of these because I go through them like there is no tomorrow. Like every day pretty much I'll use half a tin, because I have like a tomatoey sauce with either pasta or something like that. Like, I normally always have a tomatoey based sauce. So they're an essential for me. Next, as a basic, as like a non-meat eater, you need to get your like beans and chickpeas and stuff in to get your protein up. So I actually always get these red, you can't really see it, these red kidney beans in water. So these are actually from Tesco. I have bought these before I went away, but they're good to just keep in the cupboard for when you need like a quick meal, like a chilli or something like that. So I got those, they're super handy. Now I'm gonna go on to the like fish side of things. So I've actually got a 4-pack of tuna chunks. So these are super good. I've actually also got 2 tins over there from before I went away as well. Next, normally I actually don't buy fish myself because it's quite expensive, but today obviously my mum got my shop, so I got these sea bass fillets. I got 2 fillets, Per fillet they're only 140 calories and they're so yummy and full of protein. Like in one fillet there's 23 grams of protein, so these are a really good source if you're struggling to get it in, if you're a pescatarian like me, or if you eat meat but you just don't know, or you're trying to cut down on your meat intake or something like that. I also got these Scottish salmon fillets. So salmon is probably one of my favourite fish. I love it, and you're supposed to have an oily fish once a week to get the like good healthy like vitamins in. Yeah, I think fish is a good way to go if you're wanting to cut down on meat but not sure where to begin. So I definitely recommend those. Now I'm just going to show you like random things that I picked up that my mum kind of shoved in my trolley. So I got these Spanish olives. I don't know how to say them, that's why I missed out the word. It's chimichurri or something like that, but they look so good. Like, I love olives. To throw them in with a salad, throw them in with like a wrap or something like that. Like I think they're such good food, but also they are quite expensive to get the fresh ones, and I'm a bit fussy. I don't like the ones in jars. So yeah, I've also got some pesto. I got the red one. This is so good just to have as an easy meal in the evening, and shove a bit of cheese on top. I love cheese and pesto and stuff like that. Like, it's so yummy. Like, I think pesto and salmon with cheese and pasta is like probably one of my favourite meals. I love it. So as I said, I love egg on toast for breakfast, so I actually just got 15 eggs. I got free range eggs. I would never buy cage and hen eggs. I just don't agree with it at all. I think it's really awful. If you know people that are not buying free range eggs, just kind of hint to them that it might be a good idea. And then if everyone does it, the world would be a bit of a better place. A few other random bits I got some meringues. Now my mum actually did put these in the trolley, but it's one of my favourite desserts. Like, eat a mess. So I've got the raspberries and I've got some whipped cream somewhere. Also, that's another thing, I do try not to eat dairy that often. Like, I've obviously got some cheese, but yeah, I do try not to eat dairy. Like, my butter margarine thing is the Vitalite one, and my only drink almond milk or soy milk or like milk alternatives, so I do try and cut down. The only reason I don't have dairy-free cheese is because I don't actually have cheese that often, and the other cheese is more expensive, and the taste is not as good, but I think I'm going to try and get used to it. But as I said, like, it's all cutting down slowly and taking things bit by bit. And also, egg doesn't actually count as dairy. I used to think that it did, but egg is actually not. So when I say I'm being dairy free, I mean I'm still having eggs. However, I'm just cutting down on other areas of dairy like butter, cheese, milk, etc. Also, I got a big bottle of olive oil because I love putting olive oil as my food, as a dressing for a salad when I fry things. So here are the frozen raspberries that I got. I just find these really good and handy. I think they're about £1.20 from Aldi, and it's quite a big bag and it'll last me quite a few smoothies. Also got 15 fish fingers, because how could I not be a student without fish fingers? Also, I got the mayonnaise. I don't know if I will actually like this mayonnaise because I'm a bit fussy about it. I only really like branded ones normally, and also the light ones, I normally hate them. So I mean, I'll let you guys know if I like it, because if I do, it's a good swap, because I think this was really cheap. It was like 40p or something. But if I don't, then you know, we know not to buy that one again, and I'll probably have to chuck it away, which I feel really guilty about. But I mean, I'm not going to keep it in there to go mouldy. Next, I got a few bits to put on top of my salad. So I got some pine nuts, which I love. They're really good on top of like pesto dishes and stuff as well. And walnut halves. So I love walnuts. I find them really good in a salad. They're really good source of your fatty acids and your omega-3 and stuff like that. And also pine nuts are very similar. Like, nuts are very good fats, so they're very healthy for you to have. I also got, because it was a lot cheaper in Aldi than in Tesco, the soft taco kit. So these are super nice. Like, I've had them before. You just kind of, I normally use corn mince and put it with tomatoes and beans and stuff, and you fill the taco, and then have your usual like guac, sour cream and chive, dips and salsa with it, and they're so yum. So I'm excited to have these. I'll probably wait until like George comes down to have them though, because we love Mexican food. Like, it's probably my favourite. I'd love to go out for a really good Mexican meal. I think that would be lovely. I also got some vanilla fat-free yogurt, so I love to have yogurt as a snack, like in the day if I'm hungry I put it with some fruit. Found that really handy. And then I also got some sun-dried tomatoes. I put these with salads, stir fries, with kind of everything really. I kind of love them. I know everything's been a really random order actually, but I didn't actually have time to sort it all out. I just sort of picked it up out of the bag, so sorry about that. And last but not least, I've actually got my treats. So I've got my straws, which are my favourite. Izzy and I always share them. And my 12s. Now these are again what my mum put in there. I wouldn't normally get them, but I think they'll be handy to have at uni, like after a lecture or something. And I also did get some fruit teas, just like the fruit berry mix, whatever. I think they're like 75p for 40 tea bags, so it's such good value. So yeah, I got those as well. But I think that kind of concludes my shop actually that I did at Aldi. It was a big shop, but like I said, it's going to last me a long time. A lot of this will get frozen. I'll end up making batches of food and freezing it. If you want me to do a video explaining what I normally eat, what kind of foods are good on a budget, how much this whole shop how much I spend normally, and this was £60 as I said, but I normally would only spend about £20. So if you want me to do one of my smaller shops, then I do that. If you want me to go through everything I get in a small weekly shop, then I can. And I can make them tailored to meals. So like I can show you how much each meal costs, that kind of thing. If you're interested in budgeting or you're at uni yourself and just want to know what kind of foods you can get and what you can actually make fresh for cheap. So if you want help on how to make these kind of meals, then let me know, because I really like cooking and all that kind of thing, so I'd be really happy to show you guys how I actually make things. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and also put your post notifications on for when I next upload. Thanks guys, bye!